Welcome to the Dark Mantis Talk Show, hosted by Jeanette Michelle, the author of Michael, Taking Care of Henry, You Can Say Them All, Milici Keonis, and Tapestry.
On today's episode of Dark Mantis Talk Show, we will drop in on Solo Studios and visit Starla and Donna, the owners of Treasures Looks Hair Studio. But before we get started, we're going to go to Jeanette's kitchen.
Okay, today I will be making a simple sandwich called the humkini, my version of a zucchini sandwich. And as usual, I have on my gear for putting things together because I like to have my hair covered and I like to have on my smock because I don't like hair flying all over the place. So this is a quick, simple, easy sandwich that you can fix on a daily basis. If you want to add variations, that's fine. Also, it is a vegetable sandwich, so there's no meat contained in there. So I'm going to give you the key ingredients that are included in the humkini sandwich.
Key ingredients: 1 whole zucchini, raw or grilled. Hummus, artichoke and spinach type of hummus. Romaine lettuce, 2 leaves. 4 slices of bread, toasted slightly. 1 tomato, sliced into 4. 2 teaspoons of sweet relish. Black olives, and you get the snack pack of olives. Pickles, they are optional.
Now, putting a sandwich together such as this, it does require some type of form or way to do this. You just can't put it together like put the lettuce here, put the hummus or the zucchini on it, because you have to do it in a certain way. The bread is toasted for reasons to keep everything from being so soggy. And today I have chosen to fry my zucchini instead of having it raw. And like I said, the best way to me is having it raw. Now what you do, because this is a method to this madness, you would take the hummus and you would spread it on the bread, just so. And this is like more so like maybe instead of having like your Miracle Whip, this is like the substitute for your Miracle Whip. Now you would put it on each side of each slice of bread, just so. And you want to try to fill out all corners and sides of the bread like just so. As you can see, it's spread just so. Now, and of course I did wash my romaine lettuce, but you didn't see. I didn't shoot washing the lettuce. And what I do is I take the lettuce and put it on the slice of the bread. And I still have to place the hummus on the other slices of bread. Just that. And I know some people think like, well, who can't put a sandwich together? Well, you know, you just have to have a method to putting this sandwich. You just don't put the hummus anywhere, and you just don't put the other ingredients on either side. Finish putting this hummus on. Oops, I dropped it there. And here I'm making 2 sandwiches. So I have 4 slices of bread. Now that I have that, I'm going to take my olives. And what I'm going to do is put the olives on the side of the hummus so that it will stick and won't fall off. And you can just use as much olives as you want to. I don't use a whole lot. And I have 2 different types of cheese. I have the Havarti and I have the aged Swiss. And I put the cheese, the different types of cheese, on one side of the bread. Now we're going to take the sweet relish. And what I do with the sweet relish is I put the sweet relish on the side of the cheese of the sandwich with the lettuce. And I'm using 2 teaspoons of sweet relish. Now, like I said, using a dill pickle slices is optional. It's just to you, to your self-gratification of what you want. I just don't want my sandwich too dilly. And the sweet relish kind of balance off all the flavors. Now I'm going to add my zucchini slices. And about 2 slices, maybe 3 would suffice on the sandwich. You lay them at a certain angle, or you can do it the length of the bread or the width of the bread. It just depends on you, which I really need to do it this way. And then next goes a slice of tomato. And you can use a toothpick to hold them together. The reason why the bread is toasted, once again, to keep the sandwich from being soggy. And you can slice. And there you have your zucchini.
If you are interested in being a guest on the Dark Mantis Talk Show, email Jeanette Michelle at michellej@iamdark.com. Please include a brief bio and contact information.
Okay, we can go.
I know. So you're like, these are all the different salons, and you can start at numeric 1. Sure. Hey, and everybody has their own individual names for their salons.
Okay.
And most all of the salons, we had a boutique out here once. Yeah,
so this is it's almost like a hotel suite.
pretty much. It's just one room with vacancies. It's all salons. I mean, they do anything in the industry, like estheticians or makeup artists or boutiques, anything in that fashion related to the industry, they rent out to.
Okay.
So yes, I don't think they'll do anything outside of that, but they're pretty much. We have small individual rooms. We have medium, large rooms. We have double rooms, and pretty much that's it. We've been out here for about 3 weeks now.
Okay, so how many rooms do they exist in this?
It's 30.
30 rooms.
This is,
wow.
and actually, yeah, this is like room 9, and it goes back up to 10, 11, 12, 13. So, but it's 30.
I like how they have that up at the top, so in case people are looking,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
they have our studio numbers is what we reference. Some people call them suites. I call them studio numbers.
Yeah, they're like little.
You can reference either one. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So all of these consist of just salon, like things that have something to do with beauty and
It's
hair.
all salons. Everybody's got their individual salon business within this one building.
Oh, okay.
It's a good concept for whoever came up with it.
Now, which number is your booth?
And this is ours right here behind 25.
And this is called Treasure Look?
Treasure Look Hair Studio, yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, who I have here are the owners of,
Treasure Looks Hair Studio.
okay, this is Starla and Donna.
Yes.
And they're going to give us a quick little interview here on or about the hair business. And me, myself, I'm a bit ignorant on everything. So first of all, I'm going to ask them, what is your profession considered?
We are hairstylists.
Hairstylist.
Okay, now, what is the difference between a hairstylist, a cosmetologist, or a beautician?
Well, we're glad you asked, actually, because there are different people who refer to us as different, either hairstylist or cosmetology or a beautician. I personally think they're all the same. Personally, I think it's just a verbiage, and I just think it's from the era in which people grew up. Because you have your elderly clientele that may refer to you as a beautician. And then you have, in cosmetology, basically is used more on the professional line. Like when we're out purchasing at our professional stores, they're asked, are you a cosmetologist? And when that term is used morely in school as well. So, but once you're kind of out in the field, you usually refer to yourself as a hairstylist or hair designer.
Okay. So how long have you two been in the business of being hairstylists?
4 years.
4 years.
So together, you guys just starting out 4 years, and have you done hair prior to that, or is it just school included?
Yeah, school included.
School included.
Yeah, we licensed 4 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we've all had practices prior to actually getting our license. So
Okay.
yes, off and on with family members and friends.
Oh, okay. So what is your specialties? Do each one of you have a specialty? Like one may say I specialize in weave, one may say I specialize in permanents or natural hair care.
I think my specialty is cutting. I enjoy cutting, and I like color. Of course, trying to enhance that area some more, but I would say cutting is my specialty field for right now.
Starla.
I would say I specialize in taking care of natural hair. But to me, the most important thing is just taking care of healthy hair and keeping it healthy.
Okay.
That is our basic foundation we do
Okay.
together, so yes.
Okay. So I took a little tour of the salon, and which looks, like I said, like a fancy hotel suite with just boots. What made you two decide to choose Solo Studios?
What they had to offer just was a little different than just your normal everyday going to get renting from a landlord, individual landlord in a building. And with Solo, what they have to offer that I like among their competitors is that we don't have to worry about the maintenance of. We just pay a solid amount a week, and we don't have to worry about the water, utility bills that could vary from $400 to $300 to $1,000 a month. So with that takes off the pressure for being a salon owner. You don't have all that overhead that you have to worry about. It's very private and intimate. And just in this area, we just wanted to, we are very diverse in our clientele that we have, and we want to be able to come out here to offer our diversity skills to the community. So.
Okay. If a client comes to you and they have like problems with their hair, the problem that was created not by you two as the hairstylist, but just outside, and what would you do? Would you try to fix the problem? Or would you just tell them that you cannot do it? What would occur, or have you ever had a problem that occurred like that with the client?
Well, it pretty much starts with a consultation. It's very important to do a consultation with all of your clients. And, once you consult with them, if it is a problem that you can fix, then we'll take care of them. But, sometimes they have problems where we might have to refer them to a doctor or, a dermatologist or something. So, Pretty much it starts with a consultation, and if we can fix the problem,
we will. Yeah, but I mean, like she said, it was very important that we do try to take our measures in communication and consulting with the clients. That's very important, and I think that's what our community kind of lacks sometimes in the industry, that we do not do our thorough consultations with our clients, and then at that point, like she said, if we need to refer them to someone else, to another medical professional, which is the best thing to do, we ask them to seek that.
Okay. You have a large clientele. What is your base of people that you have? You have mostly people that are want weave, or just people that are just coming in for permanents and color? What is it? Is there a balance, or is it more the other?
That's a good question. I think we have a very diversity. We have diversity clientele in terms of culture, as well as we do with age groups. I mean, and then because we have a little mixture of weaves and natural hair. Yeah. We do everything pretty much with locks. We don't do locks and twists. That's not to say that we're discounting. We may, of course, embrace that in our future, in the future. But I would think right now we just pretty much kind of have a little this, a little that. What do you say? Yeah.
Okay, the hair industry, which is a big industry. It seems like you see a salon on every corner or every neighborhood. Would you consider this a $1 million or $1 billion industry?
$1 billion industry. Most definitely a $1 billion industry.
Okay. There's a show called Chicago-licious, and I know everyone heard of Chicago-licious. What do you think of Chicago-licious, and how do you ever compare your salon to salons like those? I know that's a good question. I know it is.
It's a very good question.
I mean, do you ever, because, that is one of the end things, you have these reality shows and you have all these different people that are supposed to be the top hairstylists. If you see these shows, what do you think? Do you get any ideas, or do you say, well, this is how I want to take my boutique, my salon, I want to take it to this level or beyond? Do you ever have those notions or thoughts?
Yeah, I think with any, whether it be a reality show or even just doing local salon visits, you can always learn the do's and the don'ts. So I mean, even if it's being televised, the most important part that I like to take is just to keep the professionalism involved in it. And it's always, you should be always open to your learning abilities anyway. So yes, we do take, concepts of different things that we may view on television, with these reality shows and so forth. So.
Okay, being that you all 4 years into the business, how often do you have to return back to school to upgrade on your skills?
We're as far as continuing education.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a must and a plus. Okay. So we're constantly involving ourselves with that.
It's pretty much like a everyday thing.
It's a requirement for us. That's something. That's our individual goal, individual as well as a shared partner and business owner. That's something that we definitely, embrace and doing is continue our education, because we have to stay abreast of what's going on constantly. Because you're competing with your local YouTubes and a lot of non-licensed persons, and you can't keep abreast of everything, but just to kind of have some idea. And we want to keep, and that's what makes us different anyway between the YouTube and what we do, because we are licensed professionals. So, maybe they are bringing something different to the industry, but at the same time, we have to keep it in a professional perspective. So we do, make sure that we go out and get the right education and knowledge, so that we can also teach our clients, the difference from because we do get people that come in and say, well, I saw this on YouTube, and can you do this, or can you do that? And we try to explain to them, there's a lot of things on YouTube that they may not be actually showing you. They could be, cutting corners.
Of course.
So I don't always advise people just to go home and just try what they've seen on YouTube, to consult with a licensed professional. So, yes.
Okay. Anything else you two would like to add in reference to the business as a whole, or something that I missed or did not ask that people may just want to know, or that you think that the audience should know?
Well,
Dun, dun, dun. Okay.
I think, Just the overall concept with Starla and I, and that she mentioned the keyword earlier, is just that, we do have our specialty parts of the business, but our basic goal and our basic objective to the hair business is to, work with the natural hair. So regardless if you're wearing your natural hair, relaxed hair, weaved hair, quick weaves, sew-ins, that you still have to take care of your hair at the end of the day. If you're covering it up with weave, that's fine, but you still need to get your general maintenance done with your, hot oil your hot oil treatments and conditioning treatments, and come in and, get those services, taken care of, maintained in a nice, timely fashion, so you don't allow breakage and damage to come, to be caused to your hair. So.
Okay. Well, thank you, ladies, for your time and patience and showing me this awesome salon. And please, once again, tell everyone the name of your salon.
Treasure Looks Hair Studio. And come visit us at 1731 Mallory Lane in Brentwood, Tennessee.
If you are interested in being a guest on the Dark Mantis Talk Show, email Jeanette Michelle at michellej@iamdark.com. Please include a brief bio and contact information. Now my guests have suddenly became tongue-tied. A minute, girls, is ready to roll.
This is just a little tidbit, people, that they needed to add to the video, so you guys go on.
Starla and I actually, unknowingly, we started our business 4 years ago, not knowing, because we actually met at hair school, which was at Paul Mitchell School of Nashville in the Antioch location, Antioch, Tennessee. And, we were in class together in a setting, and we just kind of clicked. We got to, just talking and, just in general conversation, what you would do in any setting when you're in a school learning setting or whatever, you mingle. And like I said, her and I just pretty much, our spirits just meshed well very well together. Did they? We got along.
Okay.
Really well. And we constantly, throughout our schooling, we just helped each other out. We built up a team then, not knowing that it was going to get us to this point now, so 4 years later.
Right. So go ahead and tell me, okay, going to school, you have different hair. I know people say there's no such thing as good hair or bad hair, but you have people of different ethnic groups like Caucasians and African Americans. What is the key? I know you can go to some places and people cannot be a beautician to African American hair. Do you know how to do both?
Yes. We're very diverse in the hair. We have Caucasian clients, a few Asian clients, of course Black, African American clients, and we embrace any other type of culture and actually market to other cultures as well when we're out, within our marketing and networking area. Okay,
so I know I'm gonna throw this question out here. Which hair do you prefer to work with? Is that a good question to ask you guys, or?
That's a good and fair question. I don't think I have a preference, because of our passion lies with hair. It's not about the actual skin color at all, or the other person's background culture. It's hair.
Or the texture or whatever.
Because when you go into school, that's what you should be
do.
Instilled in. But I think the reason, like a lot of people in the field, whether it's Caucasian or blacks, either it's the blacks, it's just a line of fear, or maybe it's just a line of not wanting to learn how to do the black ethnic hair, or ethnic people not wanting to do Caucasian hair. I think that's something in the industry that definitely needs to be enhanced in terms of its learning and instilling while they're in school, because this is a business where we're just not catering to races, we're catering to people.
There you
That's
go.
the whole.
Has no color.
And hair has different colors. We make it, but the basic, synopsis of it is not. We treat everybody equal, just like it's equal opportunity. We do the same with hair. We embrace everyone to come in, because we want to teach everybody. Because there are Caucasian people who have curly, coarse hair, like you have ethnic people, like you have Asian people. They have all type of. There's just hair is different. It's fine, medium, coarse. And it can go across the board with any culture. So I think in schools, if it would be something that I would like to go back to our community in our schools, her and I've discussed before, that we would like to, something we would like to teach on is, first of all, customer service.
That is a must.
Because
that is a must.
As a stylist, that sometimes people take for granted that, you know, there's just kind of a different laid-back atmosphere. And yes, it is, but at the same time, you should always have your game on of customer service and your professionalism. It shouldn't change. And a lot of stylists, I think, miss that sometimes. And again, that's something that's very, you know, in school that definitely should be, you know, instilled into the curriculum and the programs. And as well as to not being afraid to get out to do hair. And so if they teach, if you started at school teaching it, that, you know, you shouldn't, you know, it shouldn't matter if you got a client that came in that was Caucasian and you're a black person. You know, they should have an instructor to be able to go in and help you, you know, to assist you to do that, you know, to do their client's hair without you having that fear.
So in the future, the very near future, do you all, either one of you, Starla or Donna, do you plan on becoming instructors?
Oh yes. Well, there's a form of education that definitely want to be an educator in the industry, whether it be in a school setting or on a higher type of level, whether it's platform education or these hair shows education, definitely is a must.
Okay.
I think we have something great to offer because, like I said, we work, you know, really well together, and I know there's always, you know, rumors and old sayings, you know, women just don't get along. You know, they can't work in a setting together, but actually we can, you know, and we've proven that within the last 4 years that we have. So.
And you two have an age difference, of course.
Yes, there is a huge age difference. I'm actually the youngest one, as you can tell. So, no, actually, there's a 14-year gap between us.
Okay.
And I know that's, I'm sure, concern for some people because some people think in, you know, business decisions that you have that may not be good and savvy. But actually, I think it works with us. It works very well. We offset one another very well in our decisions. Sometimes I could be too much of a quick thinker because I'm a talker, as you can tell. And she's a little bit more laid back and reserved.
And so, the two balance.
And it balances. It really, at the end of the day, like I said, it really balances out for us. It really does. So, and I think that's what it's actually make us work such as a great team. You know, I'm not going to allow her to suffer on a day if she's busy and I'm just kind of sitting here watching her work hard. I'm not going to do that. So, and she wouldn't do that to me. We always help each other out. And like I said, we started it 4 years ago in school. And we at this point at our own salon. So it's exciting.
This episode of Dark Mantis Talk Show was sponsored by